Welcome to Aunty K's, your favorite radical queer indigenous auntie, bringing you tarot every day. Hello and welcome to Aunty K's Tarot. I am here to do a VR to Musings by Masha's top tarot trumps 11, 12, and 13. I'm a little bit behind. I know folks are moving into 14 temperance, but it's been an interesting journey the past few months, and it involves me moving, which is also just a lot of work, and it's also a complete change in my work schedule and how many hours a day I work, because I was working 5 hours a day, and that worked for me because I had been working in land trust ideas, and I was invited to join some folks I'd known for about 8 years who were suddenly interested and wanted me to get involved. And that's not happening, which is one issue. But then you know, there's others, including the autonomy to be there for family members, child family members who needed me to ensure they don't end up in foster care. So I'm moving. We have found community members for said children, but I am moving because I need to live somewhere where I can be there for extended family and community in any ways that's needed. And I do want to work on land trust and housing ideas. Whether or not I'm directly benefiting. And I know there's folks working on those things where I'm going, and I can go add my part to what others are doing. And so that's what I'm doing. And it's taken a lot of energy. And so I haven't been posting a lot. Anyhow, 11, 12, and 13. When I started this, I really should have just made my own decision and done strength as 8 instead of doing a bit of both. Because this is a sequence I have strong feelings about in tarot, and I think it gives us important things to talk about. And that's that there is a sequence in tarot that goes justice, hanged man, death. And as such, I like depictions of justice that are either countering justice or saying, like, this is justice. And I like that more than, like, let's dress up state justice. I'm not a fan of state justice. So you can show me state justice and I'm going to be happy, or you can show me opposition to state justice and I'm going to be happy. The Hanged Man, I represented as dead time in the Land Back Tarot, talking about how, you know, this progression can have quite tragic outcomes. and death. I, you know, I like a beautiful death card. I like a beautiful death card, whether it's a beautiful skeleton death card or not. And I think I ended up with extras. And also, there is, you know, deck combinations where I wanted to be like, I like this flow, and then I didn't. A lot of times that was either Justice or the Hanged Man, where I was like, So this is from my Landback Tarot. It has a Shadow Arcana that takes on other aspects, where we have Rise Up, Know Your Enemy, and House of Oppression. So I have these strong feelings. I really enjoyed Masha's history on the Hanged Man. I think if I had known that history, I would have made this Hanged Man Louis Riel. And maybe kept the same outfits. I don't know. But I might have made this Louis Riel if I had known that this had originally been the Traitor. I think it's interesting that we go from the Traitor to the Hanged Man. I think why mostly my favorite depictions maintain this imagery is because it can be spiritual, it might not be spiritual, it might be a bit of both. It could also be the spirit being out of balance. You can talk about, you know, what things got you there, or what was the root of the things that got you there. Was it this? And we can look for ways of seeing things afresh. In the Star Wars tarot that I'm doing, I better put up a picture here. I went with Cassian Andor on Narkina 5 because he's in prison, and it's in prison that he gets this fresh perspective, and it's like, I am going to be a rebel. And you know, that's when he has this very Hanged Man moment. And it's the card where I least follow my rules, but he is in this classic Hanged Man pose, and that it embodies my feelings of the Hanged Man. But back to cards that exist beyond my laptops, art programs, and the 2 hard drives it is saved to. Yeah, if I had known Masha's history, I would have probably made this Louis Riel, perhaps another deck in the future. And you know, that shows my opinions again on justice system and how we view things, and that colors my opinions in the decks. So here we go. Justice and Death from the Next World Tarot. The Hanged Man didn't make it in here. Suspension does not do it for me. But I like the rising up of this justice. I love the art of this death, and it's a whole feeling. And it is very much transitionary, and you know, I just don't see this deck as dystopian, which I hear some folks use the word for. I see it as like the moments before utopia, and it is gonna look dark to get there. Anyway, so I really like this justice and this death. You know, this justice looks like they're marching upon the injustice and coming for it. And, oops, how we have hanged ourselves in, you know, what we have done to this planet. That one does it for me in The Hanged Man. And Charlie Claire Burgess's Gay Marseille Hanged Man, where, you know, we see the pain of sacrifice and of the justice system coming for you, of you know, you can be this person and, you know, they will string you up for this, and that all works for me. Do we have any other sets? Oh, again, I think I put all of them in here. Yay! Okay. It's RWS, but beautiful. It shows me this progression that I think is makes sense to me. And this is probably the one place where I really give the RWS props over Marseille, as I'm like, this progression just makes sense to me. So that's where I am with it. And I just find it beautiful. So I'm just think my death card is beautiful. This makes my what I would do, so I talked about it. So for Marseille, its strength, what I aim to do here was really recreate that appearance that the lion is sort of coming out of like the dress of strength, and are they attached, all that, and I accomplished that, so I was happy with that. These two I just really visually enjoy, and I, you know, can place this justice on either place where I need it. Is it the injustice system? Is it rising up against it? And the death card is beautiful. The Teddy Tarot by Destiny, the gold edition. The Justice card didn't do anything for me, but I visually enjoyed this reversal of view in the Hanged Man, and I really love this beautiful, cute, scary death teddy. So that's where I am with these two, making it into my favorites. I really enjoy this deck. I do really enjoy this deck. I like the Hanged Man as a bat, and as simple as that is, and it's this card I just found beautiful in the 5-cent tarot. Tarot Neocolonial de la Americas. I just love this deck, folks. You know it. I don't know what to tell you about it. I love it. And the Sufi Tarot, beautiful. It takes me here a lot. And so those are my favorite cards and my thoughts on that progression.